So what is a social funnel and how can you use it to get more clients for your coaching business? We're going to go through that in this video, right? A social funnel is where we turn your Instagram page into an actual sales funnel. So we can get people to complete the actions we want them to complete, which is in this case to book calls with you so you can sell them into coaching programs, make more money, have more freedom, have more impact, just have more fun. What's a funnel? You might be asking. So a funnel is just where we get a prospect to complete a series of actions so that we can get them to complete the main action or the main objective, which again in this case is to book a call with you so you can close them into coaching programs. So let's go through how you can set up a social funnel for yourself using your own Instagram account and ads or content so we can get more calls booked for your coaching business so you can close more sales. Before we get into it, if you're new to the channel, my name is Jamie. I've built and scaled 2 businesses in the fitness marketing space over the last couple of years. One is Red Pig Media, which is a call booking, lead gen, advertising marketing agency for coaches. And the other more recently is the Quality Lead Formula, where we take series of pre-built plug and play systems and put them into coaches' businesses for them so they can actually use the systems long-term, keep them in their business and actually grow the business themselves. So again, let's sketch it out on the iPad. Let's show you exactly what this is and how you can set it up for yourself. I'm going to move this ever so slightly so I'm at the side. Okay, so let's sketch out both of these, right? What is a traditional funnel in marketing versus what is a social funnel? So you can see the difference in both and then we can go through and help you set up yours, okay? So traditional marketing funnel is going to look like this, okay? So we're going to funnel people through. Now what we're going to start with at the top here is obviously we need something to bring the leads in. So generally what you're going to be running ads for are things like free trainings, ebooks, webinars, and a bunch of other stuff, right? And then from there, what are we actually trying to do? When they click and hit this funnel, we want to capture their information. So the next step of this funnel is a lead capture. That's where we're going to take their email and their phone number and things like that. Now, after they've gone through that, the next step of the funnel generally is something that is sometimes called a Godfather page, where you want to then make a call to action to get the person to do what we wanted them to do in the first place. In this scenario, obviously to book a call, okay? So we then have a book a call link. Now, not a lot of people are actually going to do that. A small percentage of them will actually go the whole way through the funnel and actually book the call. So from there, what we have is follow-ups. We're going to continue to follow up with this person, try and book a call through things like emails and texts, maybe calling, whatever it may be. And eventually, we want the person to end up where? In the calendar. So that's what a traditional marketing funnel looks like. Let's quickly just color it in. So what does that actually look like in terms of advertising, in terms of the actual funnel itself? What it actually usually will look something like this. We will have a funnel page with your lead magnet on, and we will have a place for people to give us their information. Then from there, they usually end up on something that will be the Godfather page, which has a little video on there and a place for the person to actually book the call. This could also be straight to calendar that some people do. And again, most people won't actually do that. So what we end up doing is following up on things like emails with the idea that we eventually book calls with people in the calendar, okay? Now, a couple of downsides with actually doing things this way is that it ends up actually being quite expensive. Why? Because it's quite cheap to actually just take people's emails and phone numbers. That's not actually that hard. Where it becomes expensive is the actual CPA on the amount of people that actually end up doing the thing we want them to do, which is booking the call. So the CPA can be pretty expensive. And also, it's just long, right? It just takes a long time to actually pull people the whole way through and then warm them up on emails even further and eventually get somebody to click an email to book a call with you. So that versus what is actually a social funnel. So if we go down here and let's build out what is a social funnel. So again, we're still going to funnel people down in the same way, getting them to do the actions that we want them to do. But up the top up here, what we're actually trying to get people to do is become a new follower on your Instagram page, right? And then from there, you'll either have a setter or yourself message all your new followers. And then from there, you're into conversation. And then from there, you're into follow-ups because you probably will get left unread at certain points. And then eventually we have a booking in the calendar. So that's your social funnel. So now, what does that actually look like in terms of the funnel itself and in terms of the ads? What you're going to have is an ad of yourself in there, and it's going to send people to your actual Instagram page, okay? So from there, we're going to send people to your Instagram page, and they then are going to follow that page. And from there, it goes straight into DMs to then end up booking the call. Now, just to round off on both of these funnels, there is a constant. That's how we actually get people into these, okay? So in both scenarios, what we need to do is either run ads or do content to get people into these funnels. Now, in the social funnel, we have a couple of positives. when somebody actually does what we want them to do, and that's become a new follower, we're actually growing your following for life, essentially, right? As long as that person actually sticks around and doesn't unfollow you, you can always go back to these people with new offers, and they're always getting warmed. And the most important part is it's generally cheaper. We've generally seen a better ROI from doing things this way than to traditional marketing funnels where you do something like lead magnet or a webinar. So these are all net positives. And before we get into ads, there's a couple of things that we actually want to make sure that we have, and that's that your profile is optimized. Valuable content. Have 15, 20 reels on there that are actually valuable. It's not just promoting your thing, it's actually giving out tips. Your pinned posts, who you are, who you help, your best transformations, all that good stuff. And make sure you have scripts and or setters ready. There we can start looking at ads. So what we're going to do with ads is we're going to run traffic ads, and we are going to run them to your Instagram profile. So that's the conversion location, your actual Instagram profile. And what I would do is take your best performing content and run that as your ads. Okay, so you can actually do that within Meta. You can actually just pick a specific post that you already have and use that as an ad. It's like boosting the post, but it's much more, you have much more control over it that way. So the way to do it is take your best performing content and upload it as a new piece of media, which will then allow you to actually edit the caption on there. So you can actually edit that then to say things like follow me or follow at your username for content like this. Okay, two ways. They're both going to be traffic campaigns. They're both going to end up on your profile. You want to have an optimized profile to make sure that you have everything in place that you need so that when people do go there, there's a good chance of them actually turning into a follower. And you're going to run traffic ads to your Instagram page, and you'll either pick a specific post that's already there and it'll run exactly as it is right now. Good thing about that is it'll increase the views on your actual reels anyway. Or you'll download some of your best performing content, upload it as a new piece of media, and change the copy on there. So it actually says things like follow me at your username for tips on XYZ. I post content like this every day. Okay, so that's the difference between a social funnel and a regular marketing funnel. That's how you set it up for yourself. And that is some of the benefits of actually doing things that way. Okay, thanks for watching this video. I hope you found that useful. And if you want help setting up anything like that, you can click the link below to my straight talking, no bullshit funnel, where we can end up on a chat and see if we can put this plus 15, 16 other strategies that we have working with coaches in place for your business. And if you don't make money using any of our systems, you don't pay us, right? So you have nothing to lose. Hit the like and subscribe, trying to grow the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.